did the main tour of campus. Saw like the rugby field.
Yeah, and do you see the baseball field?
I did not.
See, that's kind of the baseball field, which is right on the. I guess that would.
It's time for the next generation on AM 1230 WJOB. Tech Talk, entertainment news, underground music with Angel Jimenez, WJO Ben Tamara, and Christina Cortez. Now turn up your volume because you are listening to the one and only The Next Generation on AM 1230
How's it going, guys? Listening to The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. It's actually been a while since we've been gone. I'm here with WJO Ben. How's it going?
Pretty good.
WJO Ben, please introduce your friend who's next to you.
This is Nick. He was here last time when you weren't here.
Oh, really?
So everyone else knows him.
Thanks for taking over when I wasn't here, though. All right. Yes, please speak into the mic.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm good. All right. Well, it's The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. It is February 8th.
Hold on. I just want to say Nick's in the Wolf Pack. So shout out to the other member that might be listening right now, and then our upcoming member that's still upcoming, but there will be another one eventually. Moving on.
Okay. All right. Well, it's The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. It is February 8th, 2015. It is a lovely Sunday out, and it is 9:26, and it's actually the day of the Grammys. We will all go over and talk about the Grammys, especially talking about going through some awards that they've already been through and some performances that they've been through. So let me check it out on The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. Well, it's time to play some music, shall we? Here is Trick the Kitty. This is The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. We'll be right back.
This is Serena Lopez, and you're listening to The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB, Hammond, Indiana.
Night falls on every road, and my soul just wanted home. For years now walking, and it feels like I am stuck here, walking till light is on. I'm not afraid, dear, I'm alone. Can't you see I'm heading home? But a cold chill in my bones tells me that maybe I was wrong, and I think I am lost. And every day mile tear another part, and I can't hold on anymore. Inside, when you left me, I was helpless, lost in every piece of you. Now the table's turning, darling, and you've got nowhere to go. If you run, if you run, you say I'm all you've got. Seconds before you shine, it's just another hole inside my flash that I am calling you. And every day I tear another part, and I can't hold on anymore. Inside, when you left me, I was helpless, lost in every piece of you. Now the table's turning, darling, and you've got nowhere to go. If you run, I will find you. If you run, I will find you. Find you. When you left me, I was helpless, lost in every piece of you. Now the table's turned, darling, and you got nowhere to go. If you
Hey, what's up? I'm Kaylee.
I'm Gabby.
And you're listening to The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB, Hammond, Indiana.
Are you looking to get your own music out there? Do you want to hear your music on the radio? Send it to us, The Next Generation. Just like our Facebook page and message us your music along with a short bio. Send it to facebook.com/nextgen1230, NEXTGEN1230, or email us at nextgen1230@gmail.com.
Hi, my name is Chris Polk. 2 years ago, I opened Beds Direct in Valparaiso. People ask me all the time, how do you compete with the big chain stores down the street? At Beds Direct, we have low overhead. We don't have 5,000 square foot fancy stores. We don't spend huge dollars on TV and print ads either. And we don't contract out our delivery service. That means our driver calls you before he comes to your home, takes his shoes off without asking, and will set up your new bed and even take away your old mattress. At Beds Direct, we rely on you, the satisfied customer, to be our biggest form of advertising. Come see us. Beds Direct's right on Lincoln Way in Valparaiso, right next to Jimmy John's, and in Schererville, just north of Route 30 on 41 right next to Ciao Bella.
If you need a great night's sleep, comfort that can't be beat, and to the guys that there's
Hi, I'm Zach.
I'm Zach.
I'm Alex. And I'm Ben.
We are
Nobody Move.
And this is
The Next Generation on AM 1230.
WJOB, Hammond, Indiana.
How's it going, guys? This is the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. It is February 8th, 2015. And let's go over the weather, shall we? It looks like it's going to be a high of 32 on the low. Well, okay, I guess it doesn't say it for here. All right, well, it's going to be a high of 32 right now, and Monday's it's going to be a high of 27 with a low of 18. Then on Tuesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 28 and a low of 21. For Wednesday, it's going to be a 40% chance of snow with a high of 36 and a low of 12. Then on Thursday, it's going to be some wind out there with a high of 16. So it looks like the weather isn't going to warm up anytime sooner. Definitely going to cool down. So Ben, tell me, how was your weekend?
I almost broke my toe,
Yeah, I was there.
but I think it's okay. I just limp a little bit now, but I'm putting more pressure on it. It's getting better. It was swollen when I woke up today, but it's fine now. Fine-ish.
But yeah,
Yeah, we invented a crazy game that was like soccer dodgeball in the garage. Very dangerous.
it was very dangerous. It was pretty slippery out too. But anyway, the Next Generation AM 1230 WJOB. How about we talk about Bruce Jenner? If you guys don't know who Bruce Jenner is the ex-husband, recently ex-husband of what's her name? The Kardashian mom. Kris Kardashian. Yeah, Kris
No,
Kardashian.
it's not Kris Kardashian.
Yeah, it's Kris Kardashian.
Well, okay. It was Kris Jenner, but yeah, not anymore. So yeah. Anyway, there's been a lot of news about Bruce Jenner lately.
Yeah, especially news starting off with saying that he was going to transform into a woman.
Yeah, but the newest news is that Bruce Jenner survived a multi-car car crash, which had, I believe, 4 cars in it. Yeah, 4 vehicle pile up. One person was killed and it injured an infant, but Bruce Jenner, it was not the one person or the infant, and is okay. When I first saw one of the headlines about it, it was worded so weird though, because it just said Bruce Jenner survives fatal car crash, which just sounds so wrong because fatal would mean that he didn't, but it's referring to the other person in it.
Oh yeah, I read that.
It was worded so weird.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't word a headline like that.
I guess they did it just to scare people, I guess. I don't know.
Well then, yeah, moving on. Tom Petty was awarded songwriting royalties for Sam Smith's "Stay With Me," which is
I heard about that.
nominated in several Grammy categories tonight.
Yeah, I heard that a week ago, I think it was, and it's crazy. To be honest, I didn't really notice it. Basically, the reason he's getting royalties is because the songs are the exact same notes.
Yeah,
in a row. But when I listen to when I've listened to "Stay With Me" a couple times on the radio, and I honestly never thought of Tom Petty. What was the song? Tom Petty's "I Won't Back Down." Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought of that, but then when I played it both over,
it's good they reached just like a peaceful agreement on this. There's no hard feelings or anything, but I did really think that this being announced about a week ago, leading up to the Grammys, that I thought this would affect the voting for the Sam Smith categories. He's nominated in like the 4 big categories.
Tom Petty's a genius.
And yeah, as of right now, I saw Sam Smith got Best New Artist. So we're waiting on the other 2 big ones to see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys updated on the Grammy
right now
awards.
I know like a month ago or so, I gave my predictions for a lot of the categories. I'm 4-4 right now, so we'll go over that a little bit later. We'll go over that like once everything's said and done. But then, yeah, I guess we'll move on to other music-related news. Philip Phillips is filing a legal claim saying that to try to get out of what he calls an oppressive contract. He's not happy with the contract he was signed to. He was trying to get out of it. Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of scary out there, especially with artists, especially like, I guess, artists that want to go big. They have to give up so much in a way. There's even artists that have to give up their own like publishing rights of songs just to go out, just to get out there, which is pretty crazy.
Yep.
All right, well, it's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. We actually went through those news pretty fast, not gonna lie.
Well, that was like old news. That was all stuff. Well, Bruce Jenner was recent, but the other couple were like last week when we didn't have a show, but I felt like it was worth covering. So.
But yeah, we're definitely gonna try to fill up the rest of February's performance here. We were not gonna be here next Saturday or the other Saturday due to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, a lot of days off this month.
Yeah, we have 2 Saturdays.
Yeah, the Saturday after that is the Saturday after that is Angel's birthday. So,
yep.
Yeah. Yep. We'll sing happy birthday like the Sunday after.
So we're definitely going to go to performances, live performances
if we
on
have
Sunday.
A live performance on the 22nd, we will get the band to do happy birthday for Angel.
That would be cool.
I'm going to try to get them to do that legitimately. Mark my words, people listening and watching. Or not watching. Nobody's watching today. Listening.
Of course. Well, it's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. It is February 8th, 2015. It is 9:41 out there. What you heard earlier was Rob Fayer, Run, featuring Tom Gielan. So check it out. And you can check all these songs that we play on SoundCloud on Next Gen 1230. NEXTGEN 1230. And if you're getting off the radio and you'd like to also still tune into us, you can tune in on YouTube on youtube.com/nextgen1230.
There is no video today, but on YouTube we are streaming the audio for anyone that's a little confused on that.
We are streaming
Sorry
audio.
about that.
No worries. Well, it's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. Let's talk about McDonald's, shall we? McDonald's. For all you guys who love McDonald's, I have to eat McDonald's because
Nick's going to have opinions on this. He was telling me in the car, so I'll turn my mic this way.
Okay, so let's talk about this. McDonald's CEO Don Thompson is leaving after tumultuous run. What does tumultuous mean?
I don't see where you're seeing that word. Oh, it's tumultuous.
Tumultuous.
You know, let's not even try to say it because I don't know why you put that on a headline when no one can pronounce it. But
it means uproarious.
Yeah, I know what it means. Okay. It's so hard to say. So basically McDonald's just had its like worst financial year in like decades.
Why? I thought they would.
Well, Nick can tell us.
I mean, honestly, I have no idea why. Like you have to pay for it a la carte. You know.
Okay, so now what does that word mean?
Like individually priced.
Okay, yeah. Again with the fancy words, jeez. But yeah, so a lot of people, I've heard several people at least complain about like the menu changes and stuff. And in my opinion, as a fan of chicken fries, Burger King did bring back chicken fries this year, which definitely brought people to them instead of McDonald's.
Burger King is now bringing back the $149 10-piece chicken nuggets.
Oh, that too. That was competition as well.
It's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it might just be that Burger King's actually making a push again because I felt like there was like a long period of time, like 5 years or so, where they just kind of like gave up and said, okay, we're like second place here.
So you know what's weird though is that every little McDonald's have its own deal. There's a McDonald's over at like over a Munster where you get 2 medium fries for like $3. So 2 medium fries for $5, something like that. I don't know what it is, but
I spaced out. What restaurant are we talking about?
We're talking about McDonald's.
Okay.
It seems like McDonald's has different deals going on. And then I go to the one in Chicago. There's like different deals for that. They don't seem to have the same deal. Like,
I'm sure it's like a regional thing, like
maybe
Indiana, a big city, stuff like that. So yeah, I know Angel's a fan of. Well, I don't know. I don't know. They're not sponsoring us, so actually, I'm not gonna. I was gonna talk about. Going to talk about some other places, but I guess they'll have to sponsor us for them to do that, for us to do that. So yeah, let's move on to some other topics. We weren't here last week, obviously on Sunday because of the Super Bowl. So why don't we get into that? we talked about it on the show. You weren't here, but the show before before our break, Chris Evans and Chris Pratt, aka Captain America and Star-Lord from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, made a Super Bowl bet where if basically Captain America is a Patriots fan and Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, is a Seahawks fan, and whichever superheroes team lost would have to go in costume to a children's hospital of the winning city. And since the Patriots won, Chris Pratt dressed up as Star-Lord and visited a children's hospital in Boston, I believe, somewhere in New England, and the pictures from it are great. It's really cool to look at. Angela's looking right now. Yeah, it's really cool. Both big name actors are there. They raised actually $27,000 for children's hospitals in the process, so it's pretty cool.
All right, cool. All right, well, it's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. We're definitely gonna play a song here next. That Matt Byron. I don't know if you remember him. We had him as an interview.
We had a Skype interview. That was cool.
Yeah, we had a Skype interview of him. He's an artist from Colorado. That we had interviewed. Matt Byron.
Wait, no, Carolina, right? Wasn't it?
Maybe it was, no, I think it's Colorado. I don't know.
Sure. Matt, if you're listening, call in and tell us where you're from.
All right,
but also during the break, call in and tell us about your favorite Super Bowl commercial, because we'll go on and talk about those after the break.
But yeah, anyways, when Matt Byron, he recommended a song by somebody named Headcharge 777, who came out with a song named Round Round. Definitely check it out. It's Next Generation, AM 1230 WJOB. We'll be right back.
It's crazy, mixed up world. I'm so blind. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait for this time. And I drift, and I drift, and I drift along my line. I saw my life looking right in a dream, in a dream, in a dream on this night. And I know, and I know, and I know it's my eyes.
I'm Megan.
I'm TJ. I'm Alex. I'm Nick. And we're Counter Theory.
You're listening to the Next Generation WJOB 1230 AM.
Like I told you last time, this is not the end, but you weren't listening again. For all your tries and all your plans, you sure messed it up again. To the night, counting stars, and back to wondering where you are again. And my mind goes my mind goes. You make my heart go. Just one more time and I'm all messed up again. One more time and I'm all mixed up again. One more time, just one more time again. One more call and I'm turned around again. So my mind goes. I go.
Hi, I'm Zach.
I'm Zach.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben.
We are
Nobody Move.
And this is
The Next Generation on AM 1230
WJOB, Hammond, Indiana.
Are you looking to get your own music out there? Do you want to hear your music on the radio? Send it to us, The Next Generation. Just like our Facebook page and message us your music along with a short bio. Send it to facebook.com/nextgen1230, NEXTGEN1230, or email us at nextgen1230@gmail.com.
Hessville Family Care Center's walk-in immediate care has expanded hours Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. While getting sick is never convenient, we have a simple solution right in the Hessville neighborhood of Hammond at 3432 169th Street across from Morton High School. We provide quick expert care for those minor illnesses, colds, flus, bumps, and bruises. The Hessville Family Care Center also provides physician specialty services including women's care and family practice. Other services include immediate care, lab testing, and x-ray services. For more information, call 844-9060.
What's up? I'm Mark.
I'm Damon.
I'm Alex.
I'm Patrick.
We are Lucid Empathy, and you're listening to The Next Generation on WJOB.
How's it going, guys? Listening to the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. It is 9:58, and I think it's time that we go on to some WJO Ben reviews and some movie news.
Super Bowl news first.
Or we can go on to that, too.
Yeah. Super Bowl commercials. There are a couple that stood out to me. I didn't really watch as many this year. They're not as good. People don't pay as much attention to them anyway. And, like, they released them before the Super Bowl, so in my mind, that's not a Super Bowl commercial. Like, a Super Bowl commercial is one that comes out during the Super Bowl. This is just one that happens to be playing during it that was released before it. There was one for this game called Clash of Clans. It's like a mobile app, and it had Liam Neeson in it. He's like playing it, and he loses to someone, and he's getting all mad and going in like crazy Liam Neeson mode. And he says, "You will regret the day that you messed with Angry Neeson 52," and like hits rematch. And I think that's just like the most genius marketing tactic, because you know how many people probably downloaded the app just to see if there's an account named Angry Neeson 52, and then once they had it to see if he had it, got hooked on it, because you know how addicting apps can be like from the start. I just think that's genius, because that was my first thought, like I need to get that app and see if that's real. But then I realized that I'm falling for the trick, you know. So I thought that was pretty genius. Any commercials stand out to you guys?
I didn't really see any commercials. All I did was see only one commercial, which is the Mountain Dew commercial.
Yeah.
With that, where they drink the Mountain Dew and then everybody just starts dancing, even all the tables.
Oh, the one that was like a ripoff of the "Turn Down for What" music video. I think Have you seen that music video?
Yeah, I don't think it was like that.
No, like the start of it where they just start like shaking uncontrollably, kind of in their seats. It reminded me so much of that music video.
No.
If it's the same one, I'm thinking. Was it the one that played like nearly every commercial break? There was one that got like really overplayed.
Well, I've only seen it once, so
can't
really say much about it, to be honest.
All right. Well, other trailers. This is kind of segueing into movie news here. There's the fantastic. Well, no, actually, I don't know if this one was in the Super Bowl, but so we'll get to that in a minute. Ted 2. Now, I know I said on here before that I thought that Ted 2 sounded like a horrible idea and that it was going to be a horrible movie. But after seeing this trailer, I have to say that it looks really good to me. And it looks like an actual good sequel that lives up to the original. Except for the fact that I'm drawing a blank on her name. Who was the actress in the first one?
Yeah, Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis. She's not in it, so that I think is stupid. But other than that, it looks really good. So that surprised me. Then also released recently was the Fantastic Four reboot trailer. And yeah, I'm still not sold on this. I think they need to stop trying with nobody even likes Fantastic Four, and they're not making good movies for them.
I like the first one. It just didn't. The second one just failed.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not good. And then shall we get on to some reviews?
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Well, I saw Project Almanac today, which just came out like either this week or last week. I'm not sure. And that was actually pretty good. I wasn't sure what to think like going into it, and right away I was like, this has a Project X vibe, and they both say Project in the name. Not made by the same people though, but it definitely captured the same type of look. It's a found footage movie, which usually isn't that's usually hard to do. But I gave it a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. So I'd recommend checking that one out. Then I watched Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson, and it's a movie where like a woman who they say you only use like 10-15% of your brain or somewhere around that much, and this is someone who it keeps escalating, and she's using more and more of her brain until it hits 100%, and
she explodes.
Yeah, the easiest way to explain this movie is as she gets smarter, the movie gets dumber. And it's just so dumb that I gave it a 4 out of 10. Because it's really just, by the time you're like halfway through the movie, there's just no plot. They're just showing off effects.
Yeah.
And the climax is pathetic. And then moving on, I watched Divergent.
How's that? I know, I saw
You saw part of it, I know.
Part of it.
The first 40 minutes had me just sitting there like, this is stupid. But then it really picked up for the second 2/3 of the movie and was really good. I wasn't entirely sold on some of the acting performances, but for the most part, pretty good. I'll definitely see the sequel, but I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. Nick, you've seen that one, right? Yeah.
I mean, it was all right. I mean, it followed basically a Hunger Games a little bit. Just it's nice to see the city of Chicago. It had its little flaws here and there, but not bad.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of flaws, I have to say, going back to Project Almanac, that was so close to. I gave it a 7. It was so close to being an 8, but there was the beginning. It kind of it took halfway through the movie for there to be even any conflict. So it's kind of dragging on. Okay, when's there gonna be a plot here? But the thing that really killed it at the end, there is one of the biggest plot holes I've seen in movies. In the very last minute literally the last minute of the movie, they killed it. It was the biggest plot hole I've seen since the Nicolas Cage movie Knowing, where he spends a half hour of the movie trying to find a landline phone to call someone because the cell phones don't work with how the solar flares affecting them, and then he calls his son on the landline, and his son picks up on a cell phone. So, why were you not calling him with a cell phone if apparently his cell phone works? So, but no, there was a really bad plot hole in the end of Project Almanac. But yeah, Divergent, 6 out of 10. Here's a interesting one. Have you heard of Premium Rush?
Nope.
All right, it's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. It's from 2012. I hadn't heard of it either, but it's really good. It's a movie about like a bike messenger in New York City where like someone gives him something and just like no questions asked, he delivers it wherever they say. He doesn't give it to anyone, but there's this corrupt cop trying to intercept the letter that he's delivering. And practically the whole movie is like just this big chase scene of like the cop with the car and him and his bike, and it's really cool. And I actually gave it a 9 out of 10, so it was like really worth checking out.
Nice.
I was really surprised because I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it too. I haven't really heard much from Joseph Gordon-Levitt except that movie Don John.
What about Looper? You haven't seen Looper?
I did see Looper, but that was before Don John.
Oh, you said since.
Yeah,
yeah. I just noticed you said that word. And he's got another one, a trailer I just saw recently for. I don't know the name of it, but it's about the guy who walked like a tightrope between the Twin Towers.
Oh,
like based on a true story, and he's starring in that as the man that walked it.
Yeah, I totally forgot his name. I don't really remember.
That looks pretty cool. I've seen the documentary about that guy, and it's a really cool story. But then my last review, this one's older. It's from 2008, but I finally watched Gran Torino, a Clint Eastwood movie, and I loved it so much. This is my first WJO Ben 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
It's so great.
Have you noticed at the end of the movie, he's singing the Gran Torino song, and it's Clint Eastwood singing it?
Yeah, that was so weird. Like, it took me like a couple lines in to be like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
is that actually him?
Yeah.
And his fun fact, his son did the music on that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that was
that's
like
cool.
a full out Eastwood production, and his other son had a small role in it. So it's a full on Eastwood production.
What was he?
3 different Eastwoods. He's a really minor character. His Scott Eastwood played someone named Trey. I think it's the beginning of the movie he was in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, in a little bit, we'll go on to talking about some Grammy stuff, and then we'll also go on to some tech talk towards that. If you like to send over your music, submit your music to the next generation, you can definitely do that on nextgen1230@gmail.com. NEXTGEN1230@gmail.com. Or you can even look us up on Facebook, Next Generation.
We just hit 600 likes this past week.
Yeah.
And you should add to it if you haven't liked us yet.
We did. So I want to thank Frankie for showing me this song that I'm about to play.
Frankie, Slytune Frankie?
Slytune Frankie, Frankie Spiller. But he showed me this song, and I was just like, what? So I guess this might be fun for you guys. Definitely check it out. Here is OMFG, Hello. Check it out.
What does that stand for?
Before you came round, my heart would never beat much faster. Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down. Let it go, make my body go. Make our bodies higher and higher and higher. We can go till the morning glow. We can go higher and higher. I felt like I could take the ocean. Before I was found, I didn't want to breathe out. And my soul beats the sound, loud enough to quiet the thunder. The love was no doubt, and I'm never gonna slow down. Never gonna slow down. with our head in the clouds, and we will walk with our feet on the ground, and we will talk with our head in the clouds.
I'm Megan.
I'm TJ.
I'm Alex. I'm Nick.
And we're Counter Theory.
You're listening to the Next Generation WJOB 1230 AM.
Are you looking to get your own music out there? Do you want to hear your music on the radio? Send it to us, The Next Generation. Just like our Facebook page and message us your music along with a short bio. Send it to facebook.com/nextgen1230, NEXTGEN1230, or email us at nextgen1230@gmail.com.
I want to be like the pretty people on my TV.
Now you can.
All I need are gleaming white teeth.
We can help you.
Can you find the right dentist for me?
Dr. Andy Coulteritis, he does cosmetic dental.
Will he hurt me?
No, he's gentle.
I'm terrified of pain.
He's the kindest in the land.
He sounds great. Could you repeat his name?
Dr. Andy Coulteritis, 219-836-1111.
Thanks.
Here we are, buddy, your first trip to a real parts store.
Oh, joy.
Oh, come on, it's a cool place to hang out, and Bumper to Bumper is one of the coolest. Bumper to Bumper stores are a throwback to the old parts stores operated by real parts guys, but with the latest technology and the buying power of the big chain stores.
What are we going to do here?
You know, we can check out all the displays or talk to a real parts expert if we want. Remember, these are the guys you're going to need when your car breaks.
Gramps, you do remember I'm a girl, right?
Right.
How's it going, guys? Listening to The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB, and that was pretty loud. Sorry about that. All right, well, it is February 8th, 2015. It is Sunday. It is 10:18 p.m. out there. It is a lovely day out. I am enjoying this weather that is 32 degrees out.
Windows down.
All right, well, let's talk about the weather, shall we? On Monday, it's going to be a high of 27 and a low of 18 with a 10% chance of rain. And then on Tuesday, it's going to be a high of 28 and a low of 21 with partly cloudy. And then Wednesday is going to be a high of 40 with snow with a high of 36 and a low of 12. See, the other week, I saw that exact same weather. It's going to be like 50% chance of snow with a high of 36, which I honestly couldn't believe because I'm just like, all right, with that weather, I really doubt it'd snow. I'm thinking that it'd most likely rain. It was warm out and it snowed. Can you believe that?
Yeah, because it was in the past, so I believe it. I witnessed it.
Okay. You got me there. All right, well, it's The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. So we got some more news to go into, shall we? Right? Do we?
Yeah,
Please discuss this news.
Well, Disney is going to have its first Latino princess.
What?
So that's exciting.
What?
I'm pretty excited. So her name is Elena, and she's going to be hitting the big screen in 2016. They already know who's going to be voicing her. It's Amy Carrero from the ABC family series Young and Hungry, which I've never even heard of. So there's that. But yeah, that's exciting, you know, all that diversity. I'm also really excited about this. They're making a Beauty and the Beast live action movie, and Emma Watson got cast to play Beauty. And that's like perfect.
And did they already cast the Beast already?
That's what I've heard of. There's been a lot of speculation about who people think should. As of a week ago, they didn't have anyone. I haven't heard of it.
I believe they already did get Beauty and the Beast. It was I think it was Ryan Gosling.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see them doing that, at least for like when he's not a beast, you know.
It is Ryan Gosling.
Oh, it is?
Ryan Gosling is going to be the Beast of Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson.
Nice. That's a good choice. And then speaking of things that are being taken to live action, they're making a live action Legend of Zelda TV series for Netflix. So I'm not into Zelda, but that's cool.
Zelda. I'm surprised they haven't done that a lot earlier, to be honest.
They say that it's going to be a lot like Game of Thrones for people who are familiar with that.
Oh God.
But a little more family friendly. But it's gonna have that, I guess, that style to it. So that'll be interesting to see. And then in other recent casting news for movies, we talked about how one actor dropped out of Suicide Squad, and people were thinking that after Tom Hardy dropped out, people thought that Jake Gyllenhaal was going to get the role. There was a lot of speculation, but apparently he turned it down. And if you remember, Tom Hardy dropped out because all the actors agreed to be in this without seeing the script, and then he saw it, and then it's speculated he dropped out because he didn't like the script. And then they approached Jake Gyllenhaal with it, and he doesn't like it apparently. So that has to be a bad script. If you've lost two good actors, that
yeah. So are you expecting a bad movie coming?
I thought it was bad when they announced the first cast. Now that there's been changes like twice, yeah, I don't have any faith in that movie. And then another casting news: Chris Pratt, who people know from Guardians of the Galaxy, is and he's in the upcoming Jurassic World movie. He's speculated to be in a Indiana Jones reboot that they're talking about doing. There's nothing official yet, but there's just like rumors starting. And he actually did comment on it. Someone asked them like if he'd be interested in that. And he said it would be an amazing opportunity, but he hasn't said that he's actually talked with any like actual people about like signing any contract or anything like that. And what do you guys think of that? First of all, just rebooting Indiana Jones.
Well, I don't think it really makes sense because they already had an Indiana Jones movie not too long ago. They had the one with Harrison Ford and
They're all with Harrison Ford.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, and it was awful and didn't even like fit in with the other three. And a lot of people act like that one doesn't exist. Kind of like Die Hard 5.
I'm honestly not a huge fan of rebooting movies unless it's a movie where you don't really need the character or don't really need the main character, like Planet of the Apes.
I typically don't like reboots either, but I think with Indiana Jones, they don't have to reboot the story, just the character. Like, it doesn't have to be the same like Raiders of the Lost Ark or Temple of Doom or anything. It could be a totally different adventure, and there's so much more they could explore there. And one of the best arguments I saw for a reboot for this was that Indiana Jones could kind of go the route that James Bond did, where like there's been so many Bonds, but like people don't care when there's a new Bond. And that's basically, I know people say technically each new actor is in a reboot, but kind of is, you know, the story doesn't carry over too much from like actor to actor. And it could be that way with Indiana Jones, where you just keep doing that. I just don't think Chris Pratt is the best person for it. I think it should be Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
But Chris Pratt would probably be my second choice. You got any thoughts, Nick? No? Okay.
I'm not really a huge fan of Chris Pratt, to be honest.
I don't think he could play a serious enough role for Indiana Jones, because think about how Harrison Ford did it, and he's like kind of temperamental and stuff. And
yeah.
If you're the car that drove by us on Indianapolis Boulevard, your lights are off. If you're listening. And but yeah. I don't think that Chris Pratt can be as like temperamental and angry at points as Harrison Ford and have people take him seriously. He's too much of like a funny guy. But we'll see. Like, I'll give it a shot.
I want to talk about this in movie news. I want to talk about Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
How he is most likely he's planning on putting out a sequel of Spaceballs because of the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I mean, this is the perfect time to do it because new Star Wars, it'll hype it up more. And
Spaceballs, I honestly love, but I could just never.
I'm okay with that.
I can't see a sequel happening but it is Mel Brooks. He surprised me so many times, especially his comedy. It's amazing, but I wonder how people of this generation would take Mel Brooks movies now.
That would be
interesting. Kind of difficult, I could say.
But yeah, I'm all for that movie. And then the last piece of movie news is Angela, you've seen The Strangers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Honestly, it's one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. The Strangers.
Yeah. At first,
it was.
I know the ending kind of made me mad at first. I don't
really?
know.
The ending was.
No.
I thought the ending was so real.
The more I thought about it, the more I liked it. But at first, I was like, "That's such a cheap ending." I was like really mad that I sat through the whole movie for that. But then the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. And yeah, they've announced that there's going to be a sequel, and I'm honestly pretty excited for that.
I was a huge fan of The Strangers because it was so dark, and it was honestly realistic. I thought the movie was just. That movie just scared me because of how real it seemed.
And what's cool too is if I remember right, the bad guys are masked the whole time, right? You never see their
except the ending, but you never see them anyway.
So you never actually see the characters do, but
you never the characters see one of them at towards the beginning, like when they open the door. But you couldn't really see their face.
Okay.
But yeah, they try to hide their faces the whole way.
Because they could make a whole franchise out of this and not even need to keep casting the same actors to play the same characters if they were wearing a mask the whole time. So that's kind of a genius way to keep that going. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
But yeah, all right. Well, it's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. I think we're going to go on to a song real quick here. If you have any music that you'd like to submit, please submit some music at NextGen1230, NEXTGEN 1230. After this, we'll go on to some more news that we have, and then towards that, around 10:45, we'll go on to some Tech Talk news. All right, well, it's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJB. How about we play a live? How about we play? We'll play a live clip after this. Actually, let's play some country Counter Theory. Here's their song, "Back Home Issue." I guess "Back Home Issue." Check it out. It's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB.
Friends talk about you like you're dead. Everything has gathered down. Anything is starting out this every day. Good luck making a mess. They only abandon you because you walk so close to the edge. Then cross your fingers and just up and laugh. Everything that's good, and if the world doesn't break you, you'll learn to bend. Have you got to you? Where you wanna go? Everything is a joke to you. Afraid to stretch your heart. Will I? I'm gonna lie you anyway, but you destroy your life away. Gotta learn to stand up on your own. Develop a backbone until everything comes clear. You're walking on glass and you look out the window. You rely on her for life. It's okay to want to back up. Move on. Whatever you be sure. The worst that could happen, so side. Have you forgotten who you are? Where you wanna go? Everything's a joke to you. You're afraid to stray too far from home. But come right here and wait for you to call your life away. Gotta learn to can't afford you all. Develop a backbone. And I can see the way you tremble for whatever you do. Have you forgotten who you are? And where you want to go? Everything's a show to you. You're afraid to stray too far from home. But I'm gonna lie here and wait for you to call your life away. You gotta learn to stand up on your own. Develop a backbone.
I've been staring out my window trying to find the clouds, a delicate reminder that with the way that we take off, you swear we were grounded right, but this time, another summer is at my door, but this time, I can't let you go to waste under a starless sky. The night is young and so am I, and it's fine 'cause I get you closer. Your wishes we both know, and under a starless sky. The night is young and so am I, and it's fine 'cause I get you closer. Your wishes we both know, and our record is debatable which way to go. I'm fickle in the idea that I take it like you. But this time, another summer is at my door. But this time, I can't let you go to waste under a starless sky. The night is young and so am I, and it's fine 'cause I get you closer. Your wishes we both know, and under a starless sky. The night is young and so am I, and it's fine 'cause I get you closer. Your wishes we both know, and I've been staring out my window trying to find the clouds, a delicate reminder that with the way that we take off, you swear we were grounded flight. There's always been a little irony in missing me. If I could calm your nerves, you know that I would.
what's up? I'm Kaylee.
I'm Gabby.
And you're listening to The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB, Hammond, Indiana.
Are you looking to get your own music out there? Do you want to hear your music on the radio? Send it to us, The Next Generation. Just like our Facebook page and message us your music along with a short bio. Send it to facebook.com/nextgen1230, NEXTGEN1230, or email us at nextgen1230@gmail.com.
Hey guys, how's it going? You're listening to Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. It is February 8th, 2015. It is a lovely Sunday we are having here. And yeah, pretty much. So I know if you guys know that the Grammys is up. Do you guys want to talk about the Grammys here?
Yeah. Breaking news first, though. They just announced that they're going to make movie adaptations of the 2 sequels to 50 Shades of Grey. So I wanted to announce that because that was just announced. But yeah, Grammy results. I listed some predictions at the about a month ago, sometime around when the nominations came out, and my final score is I got 4 right and 6 wrong. And yeah, here they are. Nick, you want to read them? No, you're good? Okay. Well, I'll go through the 10 categories that I tried to predict, and if I miss any big ones, then call me out on it. Record of the year went to Sam Smith, and then Song of the Year went to Sam Smith, and then Best New Artist went to Sam Smith. There's a theme going on here. I got those 3 wrong, by the way. So that was bad right off the start. Best Rock Album went to Beck, who I've never even heard of.
What?
Yeah.
You've never heard of Beck before?
No. Maybe I've heard their music, but I've never heard the name.
Oh, wow. No, Beck's been around for quite a while.
Interesting.
This is his album he came out. He hasn't come out with an album in a while, and I guess he won a Grammy for his
Well, I'll have you know,
comeback
I'm
album.
not the only person that hasn't heard of Beck, because Mike Zajac from the former WJOB show Sports Jam tweeted, "Am I the only one who's never heard of Beck?" So, aha, I'm not alone here. What was that beeping? Interesting. So there's a beeping in the radio studio somewhere. And the best rap song went to Kendrick Lamar for I. And best rap collaboration, rap or song collaboration went to Eminem featuring Rihanna for The Monster. That was the first one so far that I've listed that I got correct. Best rap album went to Eminem also, which I got correct. Best compilation soundtrack for visual media went to Frozen's soundtrack, also one that I got correct. Best music video went to Pharrell for Happy, and I got that wrong. And then the last one I got right was best spoken word album, which was Diary of a Mad Diva by Joan Rivers, which I guarantee I don't know any of the albums in this category. I hadn't heard any of them, but I just knew that one was going to win. Whether it was actually the best or not, you have to think that probably got like a sympathy vote. Wouldn't you guys agree? Yeah. So, any categories I missed here that you think are big, Nick? Album of the year? Oh, no, I guess I missed that one. Well, Beck won that also. Who is this Beck guy? And yeah, there's a whole lot more categories. I'll tweet out the link to all the winners on our Twitter, NextGen1230. But yeah, there you go. Grammy 2015s are complete. And it was cool. Just to segue into our Tech Talk segment, I like how when they do this for events like this, where you can see the event through Snapchat. They have like a Snapchat story of all the of like celebrities. It's kind of like a behind the scenes type thing of the Grammys. It's cool. So any speaking of Snapchat, any stories in Tech Talk about Snapchat?
Oh, so no, I was just looking at an article about the Grammy.
That killed the segue.
Well, he won the best new artist for the album for the song Latch by the Disclosures. So that's pretty awesome.
All right.
That's my favorite song from Sam Smith. Sorry. Anyways, let's talk. Wow, I just closed all my links for my Tech Talk. Anyways, let's talk about Snapchat.
Yeah.
Snapchat looks like it's updating. Had a huge update.
Huge.
That was going on.
Everyone freaked out, and I at that time was still in my Snapchat break.
And
a 29-day break.
And to be honest, there's not even much about Snapchat I could see that people are freaking out about.
No, oh my God! When I came back to it like last Friday,
I mean, it does look
I hated
different.
it.
I don't know how. I mean, what's really new or what's really different?
Here's the thing that people shouldn't hate. Like, everyone's freaking out because you can't see everyone else's top friends. Because apparently everyone out there is that mad about not being able to be a stalker now. Like, everyone out there stalks their friends that much that they look at who's their top 3. And they actually say there's going to be some form of that coming back in future updates. But for now, because of privacy complaints, they got rid of the visibility of other people's top 3. I'm sure in the future it'll just be a setting like, do you want to be able to show up on other people's or not? Yeah, that's probably going to be something like that. What I hate is how it's divided like your friends list into like 3 different friends lists. I feel like they tried to organize it more, and it's just less organized, really. Because you got like, here's your list of friends who have a story posted right now. Here's your list of friends who have added you, and some of them are people that I deleted, but it's just like, hey, just for reference, here's a user that added you in the past. And I'm like, what is the point of this being here? And then the other list is all your contacts in your phone, whether they have Snapchat or not. And I think that's so useless because I have so many contacts that I would never invite to Snapchat. And it's so annoying having them there. There should just be, like the old version, a list of just everyone that you're currently friends with on Snapchat, but they don't have that. No, they don't.
Yeah, it has your... Well, there's honestly not a lot of changes in Snapchat. I think people are just freaking out.
So apparently now there's 4 friends lists on Snapchat.
Well, that's Android,
Yeah. I don't know if it is. I do know that it's a little different on Android, but I have iPhone, so can't comment on that too much. You were saying?
I don't know. I think that what the CEO said that he wanted a few higher profile, wanted to keep the username private. Wanted to keep the username more private. I guess it's understandable, but I mean, to be honest, I don't really see the point of best friends. That's a good, especially when people are stalking each other. I guess that way too.
Like that's probably harmed so many relationships. But then the other thing, I do like how they added kind of like the QR code style thing, where like
where you can
just like scan someone's like profile logo thing, and it like links you to where you can add them. I think that's really cool. So that's like the one good thing that I think came out of it.
So Microsoft is now So basically, everybody knows that Microsoft Office is all on Android devices and iPhone and iPad devices for free. So it looks like iPhone, they look like are going to be using Microsoft Outlook. Looks like is definitely going to be put out a lot more with iOS and Android too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have complained for on some phones like emailing. There's a lot of bugs where it's hard to like attach things and stuff on certain phones. Pictures not as much, but if you're attaching like a file or something, it's harder. And I think that'll make it easier, like for people with iPhones. So that's good.
It's kind of crazy. I honestly is still kind of shocked about how Facebook is not really. I mean, how Microsoft hasn't really caught up too much on joining the free mobile area or even doing the online mobile areas. Like I just found out about Microsoft Word Online, which is now a thing instead of.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, you can now use Microsoft Word online for free. And to be honest, I guess that was a big thing now. So especially with Google putting out Google Docs and stuff like that. And there's there's iCloud Pages that is coming out. So a lot of big companies are moving on to.
It's interesting because Google was just dominating that. They had no competition.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see if people stick with Google or go back to the others.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe more features will be happening that. And trust me, these are technology we might not even see now, but they will definitely come out very, very soon. So who knows? All right. Well, before we go on to some more music, I want to talk about the last Tech Talk thing here. So about 6 things technology has made instantly cheaper. Personal computers. Like laptops.
I guess depending on what you
PCs.
get. I mean, yeah, like if you get one that was like new just a year ago, it's so cheap. Depending on what you're getting.
Yeah, in January, computers were 9% cheaper than they were a year earlier. And they were and since the 1980s, they were 99.9% cheaper than they were now. Well, I could see PCs definitely being a whole lot expensive at that time because it was practically new. It was all new and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Another thing is softwares. Softwares has dropped to 0.7% in what it did in January, and now most softwares are free. So
that always surprised me when I see that. Like, how are they making money? It's weird.
See, that's the thing is that I've seen a lot of music software just start going out for free. Past couple of months, I've been seeing a bunch of software just going out for free. And because last year, I'd see them going up for a big price, like $200 for this software to make music on or something like that. I see, it's now free. And there's also, I've seen a couple of companies that go down because of them being free, or I guess because of piracy and stuff like that going on. All right, let's see what else we got. Televisions, and definitely been a big thing here. There's not really any information about televisions here, except TVs today are 3% of the price that it was in 1980.
Only 3. Wait,
3% of the
3%
price.
of the price. Okay.
Of the price. Security commissions, basically like internet security commissions, like of stocks and bonds and stuff like that through the internet. See, cameras. Apparently, cameras were 75% cheaper than they were back in 2000.
I just saw something. Can I say something that where technology made me spend more money than I should have? Because this got me mad on the train the other day. The South Shore has this app where you can buy
I started using that.
Okay, you can buy mobile tickets on mobile. So they say, like at the platform or the speakers, to please activate it before getting on the train, So I did. But then once I was on the train at like 10, 15 minutes into the ride, we had to stop for 40 minutes. And then they just didn't collect anyone's tickets. Like, just, okay, free ride. But I already activated mine, and there's no way you can get that back, really, unless I guess I could go through some complex, file a complaint and get my $5.25 back. But that just seems so stupid.
I always activate it as soon as the conductor comes up to you.
Yeah, that's usually what I do, but this was like the one time that I listened. And this is like the one time that I listened and activated it before getting on the train, and then I didn't even need it. So I was like, I could have used that ticket another day.
Honestly,
It made me really mad.
I bought a monthly pass with my phone. It's
See,
awesome.
I wouldn't do that. That's so
It's
expensive.
awesome.
The month pass is so expensive, and if anything goes wrong where I can't use it, I'm just gonna be so mad that I'm too worried about technical difficulties. I trust that I won't lose that little piece of paper.
Yeah.
I still stick to that for like the month pass. If I'm gonna get like a single ride or like a round trip or something, I'll use the app sometimes.
I definitely love the monthly pass because then you don't have to worry about pretty much.
I rode the train 4 times in one day like 2 weeks ago.
That'd be a good.
It was crazy, and I had the month pass for it, so it was all good.
Oh yeah. All right, and then last thing we talk about, last thing of the 6 technologies that has instantly made cheaper would be cell phone services. Looks like cell phone services is almost half as cheaper than it was in January of 1990. So, especially,
and like you can get more for less now too. Like you can get more data and minutes and stuff, and be paying less than you would have been like a couple of years ago. You know, it just keeps getting cheaper to give you like all that. It's great.
But yeah, all right. Well, it's the next generation on AM 1230 WJOB. I think we'll go on to one more song after this, and then I guess what are we gonna do after that? Well, no, we'll figure it out.
Would you rather?
Maybe Would You Rather. We'll do that definitely. All right, well, it's next generation on AM 1230 WJOB. We'll be right back. Here is Beer Cap. Always Mary. We'll be back.
me a spell. Silent call, slowly seek the shiver as you cry out. Slowly, surely away. Slowly, surely away. Well, I knew you were gone long before. Found your note by the phone. You said you need a few days just to pull yourself together, but it felt like you are never coming home. This loneliness I know is slowly driving me insane. Each time my heart beats, I could swear it says your name. I'm just another broken soul till you're back in my arms again. But I asked around, you were nowhere to be found. No one had even heard your name before. Thought I was cool, but love made me a fool. And I'm sleeping on the floor. Don't know how many nights I laid awake. I close my eyes, I see your face. You know it's driving me insane. I'm just another broken soul if you're back in my arms again.
This is Serena Lopez, and you're listening to The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB, Hammond, Indiana.
All right, guys, this is The Next Generation at AM 1230 WJOB. It's 10:59. It is January 8th, 2015. I'd like to thank Nick for being here.
Wolfpack all the way.
Yeah.
Wolfpack. Aroo.
Yeah.
So original. All right. Well, it's next
You're just mad that you're not our upcoming member.
I don't want to be in a Wolfpack. I'm scared. I don't think I would fit well in a Wolfpack. All right, well, it's The Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOB. We went through a bunch of stuff, talked about Grammys, talked about some stars out there.
I have something to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Stay Weird, for the stickers that I got today.
Definitely check out Stay Weird. They just got a new link out, stayweird.us. Definitely check it out, stayweird.us. Next Generation, AM 1230 WJOB. Check out next week's performance Sunday. We have Griffin Georges of TV Machine that is going to be coming down from Chicago. Going to be coming down from Chicago to do a performance live on WJOB. Check it out. It's Next Generation in AM 1230 WJOB. We'll definitely try to be promoting that during the week also for that performance to come up. Definitely tune in weekdays 5:30 to 9. Jed in the region. Definitely check that out coming up.
Yep, and 4 to 6 for the afternoon fix.
That's right. All right. Well,
and of course, my favorite, Gino.
That's on Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
2 to 4, right?
Think so.
All right. Well, tune in like all day Saturday and find him. He'll be on sometime. I think 2 to 4.
All right. Well, it's the Next Generation on AM 1230 WJOE. We are signing out. Peace out, guys.
Peace.